Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you happen to be joining us from this beautiful evening from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Today, my name is Sean Stam, and this is Stam Studio Network. We are bringing you live action from the 13-turn, 2.2-mile road course as we take a look at the track analysis real quick before we get into the starting positions and championship points. Quick 13-turn course, and you see there, I mean, we're going to head at, probably 100 miles an hour into the keyhole there. Going to be a tricky turn 2 as we get through that hairpin at the top of your screen. Head up towards 3, 4, 5. Get up through the S's, turn 6, 7. Head up towards Thunder Valley, that shorter straightaway we have here today at Mid-Ohio. Then go through turns 10, 11, then cannot forget the infamous carousel, 12, and the exit is turn 13. Once again, my name is Sean Stam, and I appreciate you guys joining me here tonight on the one, the only Stam Studio Network, where, of course, gonna have the driver cams here tonight. Slater Colby, Stone Colby, Daniel Higgins. Not seeing any Nico action. Wonder if he will be in here in just a little bit. As we look at the qualifying time showing up on the, well, I'll make it even easier for you to read right there. Robert Schweckler going to put it on the pole. Oh man, nice lap for Robert. Josh Hunter will be P2, and looking at these guys, let's see if we can get a closer camera shot at their paint schemes as we go through the top lineup. Two different classes racing here tonight. We got GT3s as well as GR86s. Traffic is going to become a factor when these GT3s reach the slower GR86 traffic, as I know it's only a quick 35 minutes race, but or 30 minute, excuse me there, but still definitely time to catch these drivers, as this is the short car, the short track of road courses. So we take a look at the championship points. Okay, they're supposed to be popping up. Stand by on that. But, I mean, Robert, this season so far, as well as Josh Hunter, Tiago P. de Lima, you can't count any of these guys out. Tremendous showing so far. Oh, there's Nico Colby, just no driver cam here tonight, so no harm, no foul there. Man, Robert and I just tested the whole championship points, and it was all working out until, of course, stream time. Nope, no can do. But looking at some paint schemes here today, gonna have Stone Colby starting in the 5th spot of the field. Slater Colby right there beside. And first, I'd like to shout out here, Stone. Follow him on the old Instagram, and congratulations. They got a baby on the way for that driver of the number 52 Ferrari here tonight. As this should be, I think, a pretty quick pace lap here around Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. We do have the option to run 100% fuel tonight. However, if you guys are just now joining us for the season, expect these guys to gamble. We have had one too many drivers run out on the last lap, maybe even the last few turns, as running just that lower fuel amount will give you a couple tenths here, a couple tenths there. But as for the driver bringing us to that green flag, going to be Robert Schweckler Josh Hunter, Tiago P. De Lima right there beside these guys going to come down the hill. Safety car should dive into the pits here in just a few moments' time. Appreciate everybody once again joining us here on STAM Studio Network tonight. Going to bring you multi-class action here in the 86 Challenge League. Oh, sorry, Mike was muted there. So we bring you coverage back to Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, where Robert Schweckler got out to the lead. We had some two wide for second as well as fourth, just a little bit further on back of the pack. If you're just now joining us, my name is Sean Stam. Welcome to STAM Studio Network. This is 86 Challenge multi-class racing. Daniel Higgins mentioned this at the start of the race, but believe the mic was muted. Going to continue to lead GR86 class. Here's Amethyst Reese running P5 in that TR86 class. Nadcat on the side and got a spin in front of Amethyst here. Going to get on by it, as well as looks like Daniel Higgins going wide. Real quick, we'll take a look at this incident. I believe it was Warren Johnson. Yep, there's self-induced spin in that GR86. Ooh, hard into the tire barrier. I don't believe we have damage here tonight, but going to be off the pace for a little bit there for Warren Johnson. Just thinking that the start of the race is a quick crank it up there, introducing, as well as you guys there in YouTube land, the directors of tonight's show is once again just me commentating, just me producing. I would say keeping the levels right, but had the old microphone muted there for the start of the race. Never like to see that. Daniel Higgins trying to get back to the back bumper of Joe Rainey here as he lost the start, went off the track, and we'll take a look and see what happened with Higgins here. This is when he was in the lead of GR86 and just running wide as Warren Johnson goes Mach 2 into the tire barriers. And that just prevents Joe Rainey to make that pass, but we'll have to keep an eye on this battle in GR86 as we know Daniel Higgins has the pace here today. Oh, matter of fact, right there on the back bumper of our leader in class. Trying to get back there as going back down the hill. This is why Mid-Ohio, one of my favorite tracks here in iRacing. The elevation change, as well as I mentioned it earlier there in the pre-race, what got talking about it, I think, once again, the broadcast may have missed it, but my favorite track, the elevation changes here at Mid-Ohio, as, man, once again, Daniel Higgins trying to get to the back of Joe Rainey. He's got the corner entry speed, but Joe Rainey definitely, I think, sacrifices just a little bit of that corner entry speed, getting that corner exit, as they will head back down into the keyhole here again after turn one. Excellent passing zone opportunity as here comes Higgins down the outside of what will be turn two. Makes that pass smooth, clean, like it was nothing. Daniel Higgins now to the lead of GR86, where we will jump back to P2, battling GT3. Not sure if the mic picked it up here earlier on, but once again, I would like to congratulate Stone Colby on, I believe they do have a baby on the way there in that Colby household. So congratulations to the driver of the number 52 Ferrari GT3. So he runs here in 5th place tonight, and you best believe it, got these guys on the driver cams. I'll blow this up here just a little bit with no Nico tonight. Just 3. Daniel Higgins there as well, still leading that class. Stone Colby, middle of the screen there, and we'll hop on board with him now, see kind of what he's seeing from the cockpit of his GT3. Stone Colby is trying to fight off Slater Colby right here behind him. That's the top of your screen, top left. Ooh, gets in the corner a little bit deep. Back down the hill here. Slater Colby still right on the back diffuser of Stone's Ferrari. And I think I've talked about this with a few drivers as we've been running some laps. You can't really do justice what these drivers are experiencing behind the wheel, both physically and mentally. I know we're only sim racing here tonight oh, there goes Slater off the track a little bit, but this is every little bit of, I mean, mentally, physically inducing pain that you could imagine. Even in these GR86s is now Benjamin Forehand, after starting from the pits, going to make a look at, well, getting a past Amethyst Reese, looking at Ollie Cassay here as well. Let's see what happened to, we've had a few incidents with Daniel Parmalee. This one is the earlier one on the track. Looks like it's going to be a self-induced spin for that number 64 Iron Lynx. Oh, yep, that's going to go around. That's a Lamborghini GT3. Then Daniel's going to have another incident here. Looks like self-induced. Ooh, rumble strip action, getting on the rumble on exit, and that's one way to send that car around, as here's a Caleb Greco incident. Ooh, Caleb just a bit too much speed into the corner. Gets the rear left tire on the grass. That'll loop that Mercedes GT3 around. Good car choice. Battle for the lead is starting to heat up here. Josh Hunter and Nathaniel Redmond. I'd like to shout out Nathaniel. He was there for the GT4 versus NASCAR race. He was actually leading the thing when a mandatory caution was thrown, which never happens. And then here comes Nico Colby around the inside of Slater Colby here into turn 1. Excellent, excellent move. As this battle will not be over. This is now Stone, Nico, Slater. What was running 3rd, 4th, 5th. Here comes Tiago P. de Lima to ruin that party down the inside. Let's see what old YouTube chat's saying here. Oh. Warren Johnson, Sean, when I quit, where do I join you in the booth? Yes, for sure. Oh, I just see her texting me here. Yes, for sure, Warren. I will get you up here in the booth. And, oh, man, out of the race. So, for sure, come join me here. I will drag you in, as we are just now 8 minutes to go in this 35-minute race. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network for a quick Crank It Up when I get the league owner, Warren Johnson himself, up in the booth with me here. Hey, Warren, how's it going, man?
How we going, Sean? It could be better, man, but, you know, I'm here in the broadcast booth. It's really fun.
Man, what happened to you? I'll try to get a look at the replay if needed, but I see that, yeah, you're out of the race here. Oh, that was when you went into the tire barriers earlier.
I spun and got really pissed, so it's just, I'm done. This is not my favorite track, so.
No worries there. I was doing some practice here a little bit earlier on, and it's a toughie here as we're now starting to approach those Toyota GR86s. Even at the slower speeds here, man, it takes such mental focus and physical control of the car. Can you kind of walk us through maybe a lap here, and we'll hop on board with Tiago?
Yeah, as soon as I get the stream going on the Discord, I'll be able to see you.
I got you here. Give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. All right, we are on board with Tiago as he's trying to reel in Nico Colby here.
Yeah, let's take a look. So this section, this part of the track is the hardest part right here, at least for my experience, especially in the GT3s. Yeah, this is. I did a few laps in the Acura GT3, and it's just. I honestly liked it better than the 86, but you know, I just first of all got to apologize to the racers today. It was kind of a disaster. We had open qualifying. I forgot to set it to solo.
Oh, no, baby.
Especially on this type of track. And then just the car choice is questionable. I had never done this track, so when I put this on the schedule, it looked bigger than it was. But, you know, it happens. But so I'll take you through a lap here. This, in a GT3 at least, is as best I can. Coming up in here, I like to brake a little early for this turn. Gets me a little bit more grip at the end of the corner here. At least in the 86. Come out here. This is an important exit because it's the longest straight on the whole track. You lose a lot of time if you overslow that turn. So I try to get it done early. I try to get the braking done early so I can get on the power just a little bit earlier here. Coming up to the most difficult part of the track. Oh, Thiago gets into the back of, who is that?
Sorry, that's Nico. Now we're on board, just fighting it out with Stone.
Wow. Yeah, this is a hell of a battle here. But yeah, I guess that's a lap. You already heard my commentary for this part of the track. So, man, what a race so far.
It is, man. Sorry that you're not still in it, but no, it's just it happens a little bit too easy. Maybe the oil sloshing to one side of that GR86 engine too much in the G-forces, and around that thing will come. No, I'm just kidding. But I know that's a real problem, isn't it?
It is a real problem, and you know, and one of our guys in 86 Challenge, Brian Armstrong, he's the guy that was researching that oiling problem on the real life GR86s. The car can turn left just fine any speed, but if you go around a right-hand turn at any sort of speed, the oil pressure tends to go to almost zero sometimes, and that will pop your engine very quickly. And these cars, you know, due to his research, there's been a few companies that are trying to develop like a baffle plate for the oil pan, or just like a whole new oil pan oiling system. And so it's thanks to him and his research that all happened. So you can thank him if you are a fellow 86 owner. And if you are a fellow GR86 owner and you live in the California area, Northern California, please join us, 86 Challenge. We'd love to have you out on track with us. Come turn some laps at some, you know, really, really nice tracks: Sonoma Raceway, Laguna, Buttonwillow, Thunder Hill, East and West. You know, it's a great time. We're free to join. You just got to pay for the track day, and that's it. You don't even have to have any modifications to the car. So, you know, please join us if you're here and you have a GR86.
Shoot, man, I would love to join you guys if I had the opportunity here. I mean, these cars are just a blast to drive in the sim. I couldn't imagine their real life as well.
They're super fun, man. And obviously these are the GR Cup versions. I mean, if you've ever been in one of those, it's really cool. I've never got to drive one of these, but the civilian model, or the, you know, regular model, if you will, is, you know, just a blast to drive on any track. It's a great daily car. Like I say, dude, it's the best daily car I've ever owned. I'm a crane operator and oiler. I take all my equipment into that little car to the job site every single day, and it hauls everything. It's perfect, man.
Is that stick shift on that too?
Oh yeah, stick shift. I only know one dude that does time trials in an automatic. He's actually in this league, in the sim racing league. His name's Robert. Also, he's raced with us a few times. But I think he does SCCA or NAS. I can't remember which one. He's up in like Colorado or something. They do a time trial series out there. Oh, who was that? Was that Nico?
That was Slater.
Slater going around there.
Let's see what happens.
One of them.
Number 25. I think that's a McLaren he's running here tonight. Is it going to be self? Yeah, once again. Oh, over the rumble strips. Oh.
Just that, yeah, and that's exactly where I spun, and I'm sure he's just as frustrated as I was. So, yeah, that's a tough spot right there. Like that whole sector. I don't even know which sector you would consider that, but that is the toughest part of this track. For sure.
Well, Robert, once again, and I worked on bringing the points up here, and it's okay. We'll try and get back that with you, but these guys closer up in the front running of the points. I mean, we got Tiago. He's running 5th back there, -2 spots from where he started the day. If you're Tiago here, you're still on the offensive here, Warren, or are you trying to just make the best of your day at this point? Then just play it a little bit safer.
You got to make the best of your day. I think he's going to be a little patient because this track is obviously not meant for GT3 cars. So you got to really time where you're going to do an overtake here in any of the cars, and honestly. But we're going to see Tiago being a little bit patient here. But he's gonna make the pass here, I'm sure. Nico's putting on a good show right now. So is Stone, Nathaniel Redmond up there, and Josh Hunter up there with a 1-second gap in the lead in that Porsche 911. Yeah, he's a great racer. He doesn't come around too often with us, but when he does, he's always up there fighting for the lead. So he's probably my pick to win, Josh Hunter. Nathaniel Redmond, he's great. He's just 1.3 behind in that Ferrari 296. Let's see where he is. We got a camera on him. The M&Ms.
About, yeah, a 1.5 seconds behind Josh Hunter here. And I mean, the I-rating differential between these two drivers, between the rest of the field, besides Tiago there, 3,500 for Josh and then 3,700 for Nathaniel. So lots of pace and skill.
We got a wide range of I-rating here in this league, and I think there's one guy who's almost 4,000. Right up there. Also, I think Dennis, I'm not sure, but a lot of these guys tell me that they've stopped doing officials and they just come here now. So I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great compliment to get.
Is there a way to pull up the timing for the 86s? I know there we go. It's coming up on the right side now.
Oh, it wasn't updating there for this?
No, it's good. It just says +1 lap, but now it's showing the I think that's the lap time, so I'm not sure.
Let's see here. I'll try and fix this on the fly.
It's no worries if not.
Yeah, I do see what you're saying there. Here, I'll update you verbally here. Benjamin Forehand 2.5 seconds back from that leader of Daniel Higgins in class right now, and then Joe Rainey 2.5 seconds back from Benjamin. Ali Kasey having a great run in the number 19 at 6.5 seconds back at Joe Rainey. Then Amethyst Reese 5 seconds back from Ali Kasey here in P16. And then Warren Johnson, well, we will come back to that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's unfortunate, but man, I heard that everybody loves this track. Not me. This is not my favorite track right here. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm sure it's fun, but I was having a bad day with this. What are we on, round 5? So that's all right though. Let's see.
When we were having a little bit too much fun, Nathaniel Redmond went around and passed our leader Josh Hunter to put that machine in the lead. Here's a replay of that.
Yeah, he went off.
Yeah, that's all it takes, just a bit too deep into the braking zone. Here's a better look at what happened to Josh here.
Just a little too deep, and then right off. Yep, that'll do it. And that shit, what was he? A 1.5 seconds in front, and then that'll eat that right away like nothing. So.
Right now, Josh Hunter 2.5 seconds back.
There you go. Yeah, they've completely swapped positions. We got Ferraris and Porsches here are the strong cars, it seems. When I was driving, I liked the Acura, but I'm not the best racer by any means. But that Ferrari and especially the Porsche around here are hard to control, but they're probably faster. They're probably built for faster drivers. So there's no surprise there.
No kidding. And I mean, speaking of no surprise, I love how Tiago, I mean, you'll get the Colby brothers running together pretty frequently here in multi-class and just the 86 Challenge League, but someone who's always there to kind of knock on the door and test them of their speed is Tiago here. And again, he's still -2 spots on the day, but he's always right on the back bumper, just waiting for one of those Colby brothers to make a mistake ahead. And He always capitalizes on it, I believe, and I think he's our leader in the points in multi-class right now.
I believe so. I believe so. He's going to strike here in a second. I guarantee it. We got a different line coming. Maybe on this street. No, there's probably not enough gap, but there's still plenty. There's still about 15 minutes left in this race for him to make a move as they're coming up on some lap traffic now, just on the GR86s.
Ooh, and that's actually a battle for the lead for GR86.
Is it? Oh, he's going to take advantage there. Is that Benjamin beforehand? Now, let me tell you this. Benjamin, he started from the pit lane.
I was going to say.
Around the outside of one of the hardest turns on this track. Wow, they're neck and neck. Benjamin's ahead.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Benjamin from last to first in
class. Yeah, there he goes.
Door quarter clear.
Wow. Daniel tucked back in there, probably trying to get that draft. We're going to see if he tries to make a move under braking here. Probably not the best spot to do it, honestly. This sector is really difficult.
Oh,
if you're going to do it,
corner here.
Yeah. If you're a little loose there for Benjamin, it's not coming up on the thing. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Man, he's whipping that car around. He's looked a little loose as Daniel goes a little wide there, as the McLaren of, who is that, Slater or Jake, goes by them.
Believe that was one of those McLarens, either Jake or
one of them. Yeah. Well, Benjamin, that is impressive coming from the pit lane. He qualified second place too, so I guess it's no surprise. But that on this track, in these conditions, that's very impressive, Benjamin.
Okay.
I think we're going to see another new. I don't know if he's won a race yet here. I don't remember him winning a race yet.
I don't believe so, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, me neither. I should know as a league owner, right? But he is putting on a performance here. Let's go back to that battle actually, because I want to see where the gap is between them. Oh yeah, it's significant now. Benjamin is taming this track. What a run from him.
Yeah, man. You can see lap 9. He was 2 seconds faster. Lap 10, about when he was getting to the back bumper to make the pass, and then lap 11, 12. Well, 11 he was faster. 12, 13. I'm looking at the wrong name. That's Higgins compared to Forehand. Yeah, Forehand is just going to take this, probably run away with it in the GR86 class. But like we saw with Josh Hunter, all it takes is a bit too deep into a braking zone or a slight lockup even, and that lead can change. Looks like, yes, here we go once again. Battle for the lead overall. Rexy of Josh Hunter is right back on the back bumper.
Yeah, that dinosaur is hungry for M&Ms, let me tell you, man. Can dinosaurs have chocolate? Is that bad for them? Who knows? We're gonna see maybe. No, he's just making them think there. Every time you do that, he's gonna try to induce a later braking from the Ferrari. That's what happens when you see those people peaking. It gets a little bit into the grass, that's okay. Especially in the GT3 cars, no issues there. They're coming down the only straight, I guess, the middle straight. Well, this is quite the battle. Half a second gap, but I've been watching it. It's been fluctuating a lot. It's gone from 0.1 to 0.5 here every lap. So we've still got a little battle on our hands here for the lead.
Interesting how these two cars are completely different handling wise. I mean, shoot, the Ferrari might be just a little bit better, through the slower corners, but then the Porsche, I mean, it looks like right back there within the quicker corners of the track. And I think that's kind of what presents such a great battle between these two cars in the GT3 class.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's down the line. It's Ferrari, Porsche, Ferrari, Porsche, Ferrari, and then all the rest. So that tells you something on this track at least. It's a little bit bigger gap now, about 0.7 behind as they come into the first turn. Things settling down there. I think Josh is probably going to settle in. See what he can do, see where he's losing that time. Let's go, who do we got now? Let's go to the, maybe the Nico and Stone.
Yeah, shoot, looking at him here, Stone, that red and, contacts,
Thiago.
Nico and Thiago.
Thiago just overcooked the braking zone just a little bit there. And there's probably no harm, no foul for these cars. Yeah, it looks like about the same gap, so that should be able to get away with that. Let's see. Nico getting that draft. He's probably not going to make a move.
Nico continuing to, yeah, like you said, got the slipstream there, as well as Thiago got Jake Steckler right on the rear end of this battle. Throw a blanket over. That's 3rd through 6th place. Nice run for all these drivers tonight.
That's looking really good. How's Austin Rapp doing there in that Ford? He's the only Ford in the field coming around the
Mustang
86.
GT3, one of my faves.
I love that car, man. It sounds so nice. It's definitely the best sounding car in this game for the GT3s, in my opinion. He's got a nice livery on there.
Right?
Oh, yeah, a little heavy, but I heard on this track it's okay.
Excellent livery. There it is. Got the Wonder Bread on there. Now we're talking.
Was that Ricky Bobby?
Heck
yeah, that's a nice looking car. And then Daniel D. Palm down in the Lamborghini. Haven't seen one of those driving on our series. I think he's the first one with the Lambo.
I think we saw a little self-spin out of Parmalee earlier too, so maybe there could possibly be a reason for that. But I feel like you're right. Even in like official races, it's kind of a rare car to see. Is once again, oh boy, Warren, this battle in the GR86 class lead. Benjamin forehand, Daniel Higgins going nose to tail here at Mid-Ohio with just 10 minutes to go.
We got 2 battle for the leads going on because there's only a 10th between the first and second of the GT3s. No. Also, this is going to be hard to commentate on both. We need a little split screen action or something here.
Here comes Rexy looking down the outside. Oh, I thought like you said, just making him look in the mirrors once again there for Josh Hunter. a little into the grass there from Rexy.
Got to be careful, especially in this sector. This is coming up on the main straight, if you will. It's a really, really short straightaway here into turn 1. Yeah, they're looking all right there. Let's go back to the GR86s as there's a little bit more of a gap. Yeah, here we go.
Daniel, and there's that race leader. Oh, having to move out of the way out of that Lambo, but got Benjamin forehand there right in front of Daniel Higgins, that AA95.
Yeah. See as they come up the hill, coming up into the toughest sector right here. Daniel's got a good run through that hill, which is where I struggle the most over that. Just that complex of turns right here, the hill and right where they are right now, definitely the hardest for me, at least. And Daniel's got a hold of that sector because I think he's a little bit better through there than Benjamin is.
Oh,
so as
here we go, side by side, going to the left-hander, uphill. Now
Daniel's going to take it from him. He's going to take it from him here. Wow, what a move that was from Daniel. Wow, great move.
Nice job, Higgins. Back out to the lead. Let's take another look at that pass because I love that. He set up the pass into the preferred racing line and was able to make it stick. Here he's on the outside, but watch, this outside turns into the inside and able to make it stick. Nice move, Higgins.
Very nice move, and that's exactly where you want to be for this corner. You couldn't have planned it better there. That was a great pass by Daniel Higgins.
Coming back out to, well, the battle for the lead is just now over half of a second, but another battle that's continuing to heat up is Thiago. Oh my goodness, really wanting to get around Nico. Now we've got some side-by-side action.
He's gonna make that work. Yep. Nico might have a better run down the straight. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, he checked up. He checked up. Nico checked up there. So, yeah, watch out for Joe Rainey in that yellow GR86. Yeah, I know he loves to be in the way of everybody.
Oh my God.
But not in a bad way. He just makes it fun. All those guys are from the Colbys and Rainey. They're all from Apex Motor Club, and they're in Arizona. Can't remember which city that track's in, but they're a private motor club here. And we got a couple of their guys in our league, and they've been awesome as racing partners in here. And they're great people. So hopefully we get a little collaboration in real life going on sometime soon.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, they're a great group of guys.
Oh no!
The leader spun out of the lead.
Oh my! Nathaniel J. Redmond.
No.
Reverses it off the racing line. Very Kyle Busch-esque there. Gonna get it going. No.
Oh no.
No.
I was enjoying that battle.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man,
Here's
what
another
happened?
look
Into the grass.
at it. Is he
Watch,
put-
he just is the
No,
same thing
it's-
as no.
Oh, wasn't even grass. It looks like maybe so, but it's
No,
no
he
way.
just. I think he just got on power or something.
Yeah, a bit too much speed through the low speed corner.
Wow, that sucks.
And
Well,
Josh
you know,
hunts
I
it to the lead, and here's a side-by-side battle for P2 here, Warren.
Wow, Thiago, yeah. He as soon as Thiago got around Nico, he was going to take off. We know that. Wow.
What a turn
This
of
is-
events.
Wow, that really sucks though for Redmond. I feel for him there. Did he? I
He's
think
still
he
out on
quit.
track.
No, there you know he's a 6. Okay, I see him now.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
he's
I
still there.
wouldn't blame him. Man, my goodness.
Me neither. Not at all. But it looks like dinosaurs can eat M&Ms, as you just seen. So, wow, Josh Hunter there out in the lead. A great race from him, man. And like I said, this is who I called to win. So maybe I can get 2 predictions in a row here. So that'll be good. 7-second gap to Stone Colby. And there's a little bit more gap between Stone and Thiago now, but I think he's quite comfortable in the lead there.
I think so too. Yes, like Warren said here, scientifically proven on SSN. We did it here first. History
Yes.
Channel, Nat Geo. Get with us for royalties for dinosaurs munching on some Oreos. It's,
Or M&Ms.
yeah, Oreos. Yeah, what am I doing here? M&Ms. But I was getting ready to go to the driver cams here once again, and Warren, you know how this goes. I mean, the focus. I don't think I've seen any of these drivers. I've said this before. I mean, blink in the last lap or two, and it takes that much mental and physical focus out of you as a driver.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the Colby brothers there, they are just locked in, absolutely locked into this race. And Daniel Higgins down there also. He always looks like he's chilling out, but
That's what
he's always chilling out there. Usually we have Nico on the cams, but maybe not tonight. He has that sick motion rig, man. We're actually we're doing an endurance race tomorrow night with the SCEL League that you are also broadcasting for, I believe. So look out for us there tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun one.
Hopefully the stream goes smoothly with that, as there's about 60 or 70 cars on track at once. PC loves to handle that. Oh, Caleb Greco.
Another spin. I know he's got some fans in the YouTube chat. Wow, that's maybe a little embarrassing, but that's okay. Caleb Greco's a good guy. He's been racing with us for a while, so that's fun. As that Wonderbread Ford goes around, gives him a little blink of the headlights there. P2 battle for P2 still going on.
Almost like Austin knew that we were going to be taking a look at that replay, and okay, it's probably there for Caleb, but I like to think that sometime.
I'm sure his friends are going to record that one and clip them in there later. So no harm, no foul there. But hey, let's take a look at the 86 lead. Is there a battle for the lead still going on? I can't tell the splits.
Yeah, it's just showing laps down. I'll get that fixed for next multi-class race here. But nah, Benjamin now
good.
down a second and a half, unfortunately, and then the next car, Joe Rainey, 13 and a half back for P3.
Must have something happened. These two guys just have this track on lock, it seems. Higgins and Benjamin. Oh, does he get a little loose there for Benjamin?
I'll go back
He's
to
fine
that
though.
real quick.
He made it work.
Okay.
He just probably lost a couple maybe half a second there.
Yeah, a whole second,
He's
matter
good.
of fact. Here's
These tires are probably really bad right now.
Here's Joe
Joe
Rainey's incident.
Just into the grass.
Yeah, just a little quick off track. Warren, you bring up tires in these GR86s. That's something that I asked you personally when you run these things real life. You said one set of, what was that you could get about 10 track days out of?
Maybe not 10. For me, it lasted all last season. I did about, what did I do, 5 track days, and I just replaced them literally like 2 days ago, all 4. So there are GT Radial. That's our one of our sponsors for 86 Challenges, GT Radial. They make a good tire. We run the SX2 Champiros. We got a little battle going on here.
We do.
Out there side by side. No, we run the GT Radials SX2 Champiro tire. It's a great tire. They've been a great sponsor to us. Our league in real life, we run kind of a similar point system for it's a time trial. So obviously first place gets 10 and 7, 5, so on and so on. And you get a certain amount of points, and they send you a free tire as long as you sign up. And they've been really gracious with that. And another sponsor we like to shout out is Race Treads. They're actually our title sponsor for 86 Challenge in real life. As we got
Our
that going in the.
That's Rexy. That's Josh Hunter going into the pits, man.
What happened? He must have had a drive-through. It was a drive-through.
Yeah, I don't think he stopped there. I didn't want to cut you off, but yeah, it looks like is that
No.
17X count tonight?
What 20X?
Wow, and already, I mean, I know that was we're coming to the last lap of the race here. This is Stone
That
Colby.
was the last lap.
Oh, we are on the last lap now, so white flag is out. Tiago P. Delim, this will be our battle for the lead. Last lap here from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Warren, we'll get back to the GT Radials just a second, but is he saving it all for the last half of the track here? 6 turns.
It looks like it. He's right on that bumper of Stone Colby. Man, I can't help feel bad for our leader there. Man, let's see. Tiago's got a little bit of a gap here to make up. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I think Stone Colby's going to make this thing big. As they're coming down through the final 2 turns of the track. Let's see how it goes. I don't think I think he's too far back. There's no way to make up a braking zone here. No, I think Stone Colby's going to take one for the Colby brothers. Stone Colby win round 5 of the 86 Challenge multi-class. What a race from Stone. Tiago, that was a great battle. Those guys waving at each other there. Whoa, there goes Nico Colby. You know how we like to do it at the end of the races here. We put on a little show for you. Yep. There's a little brotherly love there. Man, I really feel bad for Josh Hunter and Redmond, and Nathaniel Redmond too. They were running really good, but there we do. Some victory donuts for Stone. Well deserved for Stone.
That's not only
what a
for
race.
the Colby brothers, but again, Warren, I think you saw it there on Instagram too. Oh my goodness. May want to shield the new one's eyes from that, but yes, a baby on the way for Stone and that couple there. So congratulations on the race win, and also new family member. Tiago here, he came home P2. He's on his lid.
The top 2 are both upside down right now. That shows you how happy they are, I guess. How did the 86? How did the 86s turn out?
After Nico Colby finished P3, we got Daniel Higgins, who did finish. He got that race win solidified, that 95. Wow. Benjamin Forehand, Joe Rainey came home P3, Alicase, Amethyst Reese, and then you there in P6 in class.
Wow, and just a great race there from everybody. And yeah, I think you got some commercials to show, and then we'll get everybody in the interview room.
For sure, man. Hey, you know it best. Be right back with you here on Stam Studio Network. Stick with us for the top 3 interviews of each class.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to STAM Studio Network, where we actually have the top 3 interviews of each class. Going to start with today the GR86 class. We'll start with Joe Rainey, who finished P3. Work our way up to Benjamin Forehand and Daniel Higgins. Warren, you'll have to help me. It's not letting me drag people down here in the broadcast booth, but
Go into the waiting room.
oh, just all right. Just go up there already. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for coming and joining us for some race interviews. We're going to start with GR86 here today. Mr. Joe Rainey, do you have a copy?
I am here.
Oh boy, what a race here today is. It was pretty action-packed at the short track of road courses, you could call it. Walk us through it, and man, what was the track like in this GR86 here today?
Oh, the track was fine. It's I really like Mid-Ohio. It's always been a fun track. I mean, it's great for slower cars like the GR86.
It looks like it. Then you got the G3s passing you at what seemed like Mach 2. What was it like? Were you able to stay out of their way okay? And I know that they had some close battles.
Yeah, no, that went a little better than I thought. It was tough in some of the really windy stuff, but I only had one time where it was a little sketchy, but it was fine. Overall, it worked better than I'd hoped. So it was fun, good time.
Oops, overall I meant in class there. But Joe, I appreciate you once again taking the time here. Is there anybody that you would like to thank that makes it possible for you to come out and race this 86 challenge with us?
I would like to thank Warren, the man Johnson, and I would also like to thank Rainey Homes Racing, and that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate
and
that.
Have a great rest of your night, man.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Moving up on to Benjamin Forehand and Warren. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to give you this interview for Benjamin Forehand here.
Yeah, no worries. How we doing, Ben? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. Hey man, that was a great race. We saw a couple great battles for the lead there. You started from the pit lane and you made it all the way to P2. Can you explain how you made that happen today?
Yeah. I guess I really like this track. So I think I just had a good rhythm in the beginning. I was a bit more aggressive, and I got some traffic moments where I got some help. So that was good. But I did not have enough gas, so I had to let Daniel by. I'm like, all right, Daniel, you just have it. And I just I crossed the line sputtering. I'll take P2.
Hey, you qualified P2, so that's not a bad result. You didn't lose any. You were fighting you were in the lead, so that's a great race to me in the books for you. Is there anybody you'd like to thank today, or makes it possible for this race?
Just like thank you and Stam for doing the broadcast. Shout out to a coach I work with. Well, I haven't directly worked with him, but Scott Adams here in Texas. He's organized like an iRacing group, and we've been driving the GRs a lot, so I feel comfortable with it. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate the shout out, and that looks like that coaching's paying off for you, man. You are quickly becoming one of the main contenders with the 86s. So it's glad we're really happy to have you here, and look forward to Monday.
Yeah, good to be here. I'll be here Monday.
All right, see you then. Thanks.
Speaking of main contender in class, congratulations, Daniel Higgins. We see you up here pretty often here in the GR86. Oh boy, what was it like trying to tackle Mid-Ohio here today, the 13-turn elevation-hungry road course?
Oh man, it was a great race. I knew Ben was going to be quick from his times, and I saw him start from the pits. I was confused, and then I saw him come all the way back up. I'm like, he caught me from 5 seconds back, and then I got caught, and I knew it was going to be who can get through traffic better. And he went from 5 seconds to 2 seconds in one turn of the traffic. So I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Good.
And he passed me, and and then I just tried to keep it close, and I was hoping he was either going to use up his tires or run out of fuel, and I passed him, and then I saw him dropping back. I was wondering what happened, and then I guess now I know.
And real quick, with the multi-class aspect of such a short road course here today, see you going off track here, staying out of the leader's way. Was that kind of something that you had in the back of your mind, or is just running your own race a little bit more important at that stage of the race?
Yeah. So at the beginning, I was a little too nice and went off track a couple times. It cost me a couple seconds, and I was like, okay, I'm in the lead. I gotta focus here. And then shout out to Rap and some of the other guys for not barreling through me in some of the turns when I was ahead of them. Thank you for that. And yeah, and then as I went on, I tried to be respectful and try to tell them to pass left, pass right, and trying to get out a good time. But sometimes it was too tight,
Gosh, especially here in Mid-Ohio. But you guys put on a show here today. Congratulations once again winning here in class. Is there anybody that makes this possible for you?
As always, Warren Johnson, yourself, Stan, and whoever's commentating with you, and everyone in the league.
Hey, that's
and Dynaco.
Well, appreciate that, man. That means a lot, and of course cannot forget Dynaco there. And yeah, I got Warren up here in the booth with me tonight, so oh man.
Did he lag out?
No, I quit because I was really pissed off.
Oh no. Did you crash?
Oh yeah. Well, I think second lap I was running third, and we came around that just that turn right before the final two turns coming out down the hill, and spun it, and I was just like, I'm done.
Oh no.
It's all right. We'll be back on Monday.
Yep, we'll be back Monday. What track is Monday?
I think it's Phillip Island. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Ooh.
That's a fun one. There's similar tracks to this actually, so it's going to be a good. I'm going to go get Nico in here.
Okay. Yeah.
But congratulations on your win, man.
Thank you, appreciate it. And who? Stone won. Congratulations to Stone.
Thank you.
And
Is Nico in here? You have a copy?
Yeah.
Yep, I got a copy.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we're looking at the green flag start here, and man, you kept it pretty clean there on the start, able to keep your nose, rear diffuser all aero friendly, and able to complete the 35-minute race. Coming home P3. Walk us through it, Nico. How'd you do it here today?
It was definitely a tough track, lots of oversteer. I'm pretty sweaty after that race, and
gosh, I bet, man.
It was pretty fun for the first couple, first 20 minutes, and then it got a little rough at the end.
It looked like it from up here in the booth. Tires starting to wear out a little bit, brakes, as well as a little bit of the mental and physical wear on you as well. But man, I believe that's a new paint scheme on that Porsche here this weekend, I think. But if not, it looks great. And is there any sponsors or any family, friends that you'd like to thank for tonight?
Stone Slater, my mom, my dad, Overstock Vehicles, if you want to buy or sell your car, and just everyone that races, and Warren and you for broadcasting this.
Appreciate that, Nico.
Yeah, it goes a long way, and we appreciate you guys for keeping it clean and giving us such a great show to watch, as well as the fans there in YouTube land. So keep it up, Nico, and keep the points coming.
We'll see you tomorrow night, Nico.
Yep.
No, that's some SCEL action there down at some, hopefully not raining, but it might there in Watkins Glen. Moving up to P2 here in Class N overall. Thiago P. De Lima and Warren, if he is here, you want to take this one over?
Yeah, he's there. Hey, you got a good copy on us, Thiago?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, nice. Hey, man, take us through that race. You had a great race there. We seen you trying to get around Nico a couple times, and then you went up for second place. Take us through it.
Oh my God, that's a really tough track. You couldn't blink the whole race, Like I started third, then I was at first at some point after Robert had to pit. Then I spun. Then I was like, I think 5th place. And at some point, I started battling with Nico and Slater very much all the way till the end. Most killed Nico like at least, I think, like 5 times with small like 0x contacts. Glad we could keep it clean, you know, but I mean, it was a really fun race.
Good. Hey, and so I know a lot of people were kind of questioning the track and car combination. How did it? How did that work out for you? Did you end up enjoying it, or you kind of got used to it there, or how did that play out for you?
I really liked it, to be sincere. You know, it's always good to have some different types of tracks. You know, like high speed, low speed, with bumps, with smooth surface. You know, it's really good. It definitely, like how can I say, exercise different areas, so that you gotta be ready for everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, and hey, you handled it well, and you know, as you always do, and we're glad to have you here, man. You're a great racer, and it shows tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for making it possible for you to race with us tonight?
Of course, I'd like to thank you, Warren, for putting on the league, and also Stan for the amazing broadcast as always. You know, it's always good to be here every Monday and Thursdays, having fun with all of you guys. I mean, all the drivers as well who make this happen.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we appreciate the kind words, and we're looking forward to seeing you on Monday night at Phillip Island for the GR Cup race. That's going to be a good one.
See you there. Have a good night, guys.
You're all right. Congrats on that P2.
Moving to our race winner, Stone Colby. Do you have a copy?
Yep.
Oh boy, what a time to lock a win here in the multi-class series. Was the Ferrari just linked up that well to the track, or was it some practice? Or walk us through how you had this much pace here tonight.
To be honest with you, in my opinion, I didn't have winning pace. But I knew the track came down to consistency and clearly fuel.
No kidding, Josh. Oh.
Yeah, no, but the track, it was fun, but it was very tough in those GT3s with all the off cambers and the hills, and we were doing a lot of oversteering, and it was, yeah, like I said, it was just consistency, and Tiago said it perfect. I don't think I blinked for about 20 minutes.
Goodness gracious, the elevation change, the mental, tax it takes on you. Is there anybody that makes it possible for you to come out and win with us here tonight in the 86 Challenge Multi-Class Series?
For sure. Overstockvehicles.com, vehiclebuyers.com. If you want to buy or sell a car, let us know. Warren for putting on the league. It's awesome. I have fun every Mondays and Thursdays, and then obviously you, Stan, for doing the broadcasts. I love going back and watching it.
Well, thank you so much. That once again, I know I say it every time, but it really does. It means the world to us here over on Sam Studio Network. And Zone, congratulations once again. Goodness, Warren, did we miss Daniel Higgins down there in P1 of GR86?
No, we got him. We got him.
Okay, all right. Just
Yeah, you got.
We didn't. Well, we got Nico. Yeah, we got everybody. But hey, Stone, also congrats on the kid, man. We were talking about that. That's a very special thing, and I'm sure it means a lot to you to get the win after announcing that to everybody. And so I hope that had a factor tonight.
No, for sure. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. We'll look forward to seeing you on Monday at Phillip Island, man. It's gonna be a good one.
I'll be there.
All right.
Alrighty, that's gonna just about do it for Sam Studio Network here live from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Warren, unless you have anything else to add, I'd just like to greatly appreciate everybody joining us in, as well as, goodness, everybody thanked you tonight, Warren, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you either, so thanks, and thanks all the
really
racers
appreciate it.
for putting on a great show.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks everyone. See you Monday night.
See you Monday.